Hey, what's up guys? It's Coach Ben from Online Soccer Skills. In today's video, I'm going to answer 3 questions that I got from players who want to play high school. Either they are currently playing right now or they're in middle school and they have questions about how to make varsity or just how to make the high school team. So the first question I got was from Chris, and he says, what is the biggest difference between playing club soccer and playing in high school? And for me, going back to how it was when I was 14 years old, I was very weak, I was very slow, and I remember my freshman year, it was very tough to be physical with the older players who had been there that are 16, 17 years old. And the big key for me was I had to develop more strength, I had to get faster. So you want to go into high school faster and you want to go in stronger, because everyone you're going to play with that's older than you has more experience. They are going to be faster and they are going to be stronger than you. So I recommend that while you're in middle school, or if you are in high school right now and you want to play on the high school team next year, you want to start getting better at both those things. You want to work on your speed. You want to be fitter than other people who you're trying out with. You want to be stronger. So either doing more weights or body weight exercises, whatever you want to do to get stronger, that's what I would recommend. But those are 2 things right off the bat that I knew that I struggled with my freshman year, and I know a lot of kids who go in from 8th grade to their freshman year of high school, this is what they struggle with. They are way too far behind everyone else who's already there, and that's okay. If that's you, that's how it was for me. You just have to get stronger and faster. The second question is, should I play varsity soccer if I'm not getting that much playing time, or should I just stay on JV? And I think this is a really good question, and my answer to this is probably a lot different than how most people would answer it, but I feel like everything comes down to the quality of training that you're getting. And I would rather you play on varsity, even if you're getting less playing time, I would rather you train with the varsity players. This way you're playing against high level players every single day at practice, rather than training with the JV players, because there's going to be a massive difference between the two. And maybe you could figure out, this is what a lot of players do, is they train all year with the varsity players and they play in the JV games. This way they're still getting experience playing. I think it's very valuable for you if you're getting a lot of experience playing in high school, whether it be JV or varsity. But if you can train with the varsity players, if you're good enough to do that, I would rather you do that, get less playing time on varsity, and maybe you can hop into the JV games and get all the minutes there. This way you're still getting experience. But a lot of times I see players who are good enough to play varsity and they just drop back down to JV because they don't ask their coach if they can do that. So I would ask your coach, if you're good enough to play on varsity, if you can train with the guys, and that includes doing everything, lifting, all the conditioning, all the training sessions, do all that with the varsity, and play in the JV games if your coach allows you to do that. But you should just ask him and see what happens. And lastly, I think this is the most important one on here. A lot of times players ask me, if I'm a good club player, is my high school coach going to give me more playing time? And I think that playing club obviously is going to help you, like playing academy or select soccer, that's going to help you play high school soccer. But the way I think also is very different on this. And I know this because I've coached high school kids, I've coached middle school teams, I've coached every type of level you can think of. And no coach is really going to care about your previous accomplishments. And this is going to be like this at every level. Your high school coach is not going to care how many goals you scored in middle school, or how many goals you score in your club team, or what club team you play for. He's going to care about how you're doing with the actual high school team. And this is kind of funny, funny story here, but when I was a freshman in college, a lot of kids on my team would talk about how good they were in high school and how many goals they scored and what club team they played on and what tournaments they won. All that stuff is BS. It doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is how good are you playing right now, because your coach is going to see that. And he's not going to care what teams or what club teams you play on. He's going to care how good are you right now. How are you going to be able to help the team right now? Not how good were you last year. That stuff doesn't matter. And so that's something that I would really want you to think about going forward, is no one's going to care about your previous accomplishments. You know, all that's great, but that's not going to help you get more playing time. What's going to help you get more playing time and what's going to help you get more respect is how good are you playing right now with the current team that you're on. So I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions about any of the 3 topics I just talked about, just shoot a comment below this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button there if you want to stay updated with any of the newest videos that we have coming out, and I'll catch you next time.